morning, good morning, morning.
Yes, so welcome back, and of course, thanks for staying live to Tobago Updates Television. Of course, it's Friday, and it's a sporting Friday here in Tobago and here on Tobago Updates Television. Let me thank Adana for holding on the fort in the first half an hour. In fact, it took 40 minutes, and we're going to take back over 40 minutes because we're talking sports, right? Of course, this morning, we're talking with Phoenix. In fact, we're talking with champions this morning. The Phoenix team, they're going to be up first, and we're going to talk to the Tobago Football Association president about that FA Cup final, where we had like about 10,000 persons at the Dwight York Stadium. So that's going to come later. But for now, on set, we have the head coach of the 1976 FC Phoenix, and we also have the vice captain here with us as well. Let me say good morning to you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Right, so Nigel de Souza, head coach, and Duvee Daniel. Of course, once he's a Daniel, like destined for greatness in that sense. You know, and we're going to start off with Nigel this morning. Nigel, 3 days on. I mean, how did you guys celebrate that victory?
I mean, we had something small. We had
something small.
By the sponsor,
right.
which is Root Sports Bar.
Root Sports Bar,
yeah,
big up Roots once.
Big up Roots.
Yeah.
We had a nice little celebration. We had fans who came, the players were there, the family and friends, and it was good.
Yeah, fantastic. Nigel, let me say congratulations once again. And for those who probably aren't aware, 1976 FC Phoenix are champions of the Trinidad and Tobago Premier Football League Tier 2. And they played unbeaten, winning the title. And of course, you know, Tobago Updates Television will want to get from Nigel and of course, Daniel, who is the vice captain here today. I mean, your thoughts on the entire season culminating on Tuesday with the title?
Challenging, but satisfactory. I mean, we would have put in all the work we needed to. I think we worked hard, both players and staff. I mean, it can never go without. I mean, everything goes hand in hand. We worked hard behind the scenes and on the field, and this was just the culmination of all the hard work.
Yeah, and Nigel, I mean, you played against Petit Valley Digo Martin United on Tuesday. A team you defeated in the league stages, I think, was 4-1.
3-1.
Was 3-1 in that game. You know, the final game. I mean, anything can happen in our finals. The winner there would have, of course, walked away with this lovely trophy, and I think a hefty cash amount as well. I mean, goalless at the half, 1-0 down. Right, in terms of those missed chances in the first half, because I was there, you guys missed a lot of chances, I think clear-cut chances, and you should have dominated that game in the first half and probably put the game to rest in the first half, but that's the nature of the sport. What was your halftime message to the team in getting back out there and, of course, you know, performing before the home fans and completing and executing the chances?
Calm and patience. I think we have to remember we also have a young core.
Yeah.
This would have been the first time for a lot of them at this level.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a couple of experienced players, but a lot of our players are below 25. So I just wanted them to remain calm. I mean, yes, we know there's expectations, and especially I've been unbeaten all season. This is not the game you want to lose.
Yes, of course.
So we just wanted to keep. I just tried to preach patience.
Yeah.
Keep calm. We will get it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we know we have a squad, we have players we could bring off the bench who could change the game. So it was just a matter of managing the game and taking the chances when we get them. I mean, yes, we have played a lot, but we scored the ones we needed to.
Yeah. And Duvee, that first goal, right? I saw you got a hand to it, right? You got like a fingertip. You felt like if you didn't get a hand, that would have gone over?
Nah, it happened so quick. I didn't even.
So,
I didn't even want to do
it. Yeah, so Duvee is the goalkeeper. Had an outstanding season. I saw you in that semi-final game at Blackrock, where you made some saves in the penalty shootout. I mean, how do you prepare as a goalkeeper for a shootout?
Well, a penalty shootout, you have to use tactics sometimes.
Right.
Well, I just try to get in the player's mind before they kick the penalty.
Like by doing what?
I walk up to them, watch them in their face, laugh.
Right.
You know, tell them, I say, you're going to miss this one,
yeah.
And just do the job.
Yeah. And people don't really see that because I mean, I don't even see that on the field of play. But yeah, it's all kind of, and you learn that from what? You have a goalkeeper you follow?
Alison Becker.
Alisson Becker.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Right.
So,
You support Liverpool?
yeah.
Nigel, look at
I can't be the Phoenix after allowing that grease.
Okay. So you made 2 outstanding saves in that semi-final game. Phoenix went on to win the game, and of course in the final. I mean, considering that goal in the final, I mean, what was your mood like after that?
Well, when the goal was scored,
Yeah.
it had a little problems on the field because
Yeah.
we didn't want to concede in the second half.
Yeah.
But after that, Nigel made 2 brilliant substitutions and we got the rhythm going and we came back and got the win.
Yeah, and Nigel, tell me about those 2 substitutions you made. You brought on, I think it was Jariel at first, and then Adriel George. Those are your go-to players of the bench, like Socia and who again for Manchester, they don't want to come on late. And Sherinan, yes.
Well, first, Adriel came on first.
We
had to make us sub at halftime because Matthews would have gotten injured in the centre back. I thought Nicholas came on and gave us a nice calm in the back as well.
Yeah.
And then
yes.
We brought on. Now listen to me. My philosophy throughout the season, and I think that have helped us. We have a team. I don't ever look at it as well. I have 11 men and then our subs. We have a team. So all those guys would have started throughout the season. So you could call upon them at any time. And obviously, Adriel, everybody had different characteristics. And I thought Adriel gave us something different in terms of running off the ball and getting into spaces. And then, I mean, we started with Jem and Che on the wings. Now they are more dribblers. Arthur now, he have that pass in him. So I thought bringing him on, he obviously will try to find mine. So he play a couple lovely balls over the top. And then that little combination with him and Adriel. So it was just trying to manage it, knowing your players, knowing what they could offer, when they could offer it, and using them to suit.
Yeah. Is this trophy the highlight of your coaching career?
So far, yeah. But we're not stopping there. We're not stopping. No, I mean, I think I've been with Phoenix a while. I've been coaching. I've coached a couple school teams. I mean, I've coached throughout the youth program in Phoenix. I mean, we won Youth Super League and thing before, but at this level, at senior level, I mean, I would have gotten the opportunity to start a coach the senior team last year. We went unbeaten last year, and those 2 trophies, those 2 trophies are there as evidence. And then this year going into our next level, obviously this would have been a step up as well for me. The confidence in the guys and my abilities to lead them, and then being able to do it unbeaten. Obviously, it gives you good confidence, but it's for you to work harder.
And playing unbeaten in the Tobago Football Association League and no unbeaten in Tier 2. I mean, you think that the team is beyond these levels? Well, these levels of play in terms of Tobago Football Association and Tier 2. You see this young team, playing at a higher level of competition.
Yeah, well, firstly, everything is steps.
Yeah.
This would have been a good step for us in terms of that experience, not only from our coaching staff, but for players as well. And you don't want to miss steps.
Yeah.
I
like that.
Horrible to build good.
Yes, I like that. Yeah.
So we wanted to take that step. Obviously, the goal is to get into the Tier 1.
Yeah.
Tobago have enough talent that we should have a professional team in Tobago. Too many Tobago players had to leave and go Trinidad just to play, if they want to do it professionally. So we want to give our players that chance, and by extension, other talented Tobagonians who would like to do that, we want to give them that chance also. But it's steps, and we want to make sure we take the correct steps.
I like that. Before I get back to where do you guys go from here, and in terms of your participation at the higher level, I want to get from Duvee. I mean, you seem very, very young. You guys get paid to play?
No, we don't get paid to play.
Right.
You play for the love of the sport.
You play for the love. You play for so your motivation is the love of the sport.
Yeah, the love of the sport.
Right. And in terms of your personal career, where do you want to be as a goalkeeper? You see yourself playing professionally or representing Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, but it all comes with our process. You know. Well, time will tell.
Time will tell. So, and you will forever be a Phoenix player until the time comes where maybe you go on to play for a Pro League team, or maybe Phoenix may be in the Pro League.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nigel, what's the next step for Phoenix, because the league has ended. I mean, I'm not sure when is the next when is the start of
the tentative date as of now is November the 18th.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Right there, right.
Yeah.
No, this should have finished in
because
in
oh
August.
yes, there are long delay.
But
Yeah.
we had the delays, suffer to be so. But we started in November. Now is some rest for everybody. And then we look to preseason again.
Yeah. And what's the process to get into the Pro League? Well, Tier 1. What's the process to get in there? Because they didn't have no promotion or demotion for this year's Tier 2. What's the process to get in there? Are they going to have promotion, demotion this time around?
It's supposed to. So this first part was the transition season from Pro League, Super League into Tier 1, Tier 2. So now it restarts. I think Tier 1 restarts in October, and then Tier 2 restarts in November. Hopefully there is promotion, demotion, but there obviously your backroom, and when I say backroom, your paperwork, your administration needs to be at a certain level, and we have been working hard behind the scenes to ensure that we have those things in place. And then obviously you speak about paying players, you have to be able to do that at the next level. And it's something we would love to do. I think football is our business. Football is our big business, and these players coming out, they're working hard, and should be able to give them something. Now that will take sponsorship, partnership, it will take corporate Tobago to get on board. So that is the aim. We have people in the back room who does that and looking at it. My job is to prepare the team on the field. So I leave that up to them.
And shout out to your management team. I mean, you can mention the names of
Huey Cadet, Joel Allen, Lionel Winchester, Shelton Williams, and of course Coach Terry.
Yes, Coach Terry still around.
Everybody pulled a hand. Everybody had a hand in this for the last 2 years. And we have a strong group going forward. Yeah,
and in terms of playing at home in Tobago, I mean, it must have been a hard pill to swallow, not being able to play in front of your home fans in Canaan.
Definitely. Since last year, we played the whole of TFA. We didn't play a game in Canaan. Then this Tier 2, the same thing. I mean, obviously difficult. We are grateful for the opportunity to use Blackrock to train and play a couple of games, and then we played at the stadium as well. But yes, we have exhausted our calls to get Canaan Bonaccord field fixed. We were given some assurances that at least one of the fields will be addressed by December. So hopefully that does pull through, and we could start to not only play but train as well, because I mean, we have to take players up, carry them to Blackrock, and bring them back down. And so it have been a challenge, but hopefully we could get our field back soon.
Yeah, but what have you been told though in terms of when is that timeline to get the feedback? Because in fact, let me say, I also have I'm also a stakeholder with the Canaan Bonaccord Recreation Ground, because my club plays down there, my cricket club plays at that venue, and we haven't been able to use the venue for quite a while. And I mean, when you play in Canaan Bonaccord, whether it's football or cricket, the support is extremely great. I mean, they will cuss you, but they're supporting you. And as you rightfully mentioned, to take up your team and go elsewhere in another community, I mean, it's kind of difficult, but I mean, you still had this support. And just before you wrap up, just a word on yours on the support that you guys would have had throughout the season, because the stadium was basically packed at the covered stand.
I mean, one, Phoenix is a well-supported club within the community, and those guys, and when I say guys, I mean fans, supporters, have been throughout and throughout. They're following us anywhere we go. And we couldn't ask for more. Even sometimes we are giving Trinidad, you're seeing more Phoenix supporters. Yeah, we played UTT. We played UTT, and I sure it had more Phoenix supporters
that's fantastic.
Than them. So we were grateful. We thankful. Just want to shout out the fans. They were fantastic all day. And they say, you'll get cuss. I know not all the time they are happy with some decisions, but I mean, as a coach, you have to make whatever decision you need to make. But they were great, and they came out Tuesday night and really gave us that push.
Yeah, and as we wrap, Duvee, before you go, right, your regular captain, he missed the final, Javon Pokemon. I mean, you having him on the field, how confident are you in goal, having Pokemon on the field?
Well, me and Pokemon playing for years. So we have this kind of chemistry. But it isn't difficult for me to play with the other players, even though
Because I know you have some fellas like you have some Maguire and some teams in the way. You want them at the defense in the way, you know, in that way. You know, but Nigel and Duvee, I want to thank you so much for coming here. Congratulations on an excellent season. Big up to Kid and One Accord Point. Yeah, I lived there for 20 years, so it's like my second home in a sense in a way. And I'm really proud of you, Nigel, and the youngsters that we were able to pull together. And of course, they made champions out of them. I'm looking forward to see what next for this team. Hoping to see you guys at the highest level, which I can come and support. And you know, when Manchester lose, I have someone else to support in terms of Phoenix in that sense. So
Definitely.
yes, thank you guys so much for being here, and good luck going forward. All right, guys, we have been chatting with Nigel de Souza, head coach of FC Phoenix, and Duvee Daniel, vice captain of the Phoenix team, victorious at the Trinidad and Tobago Premier League Tier 2. And of course, they are here this morning sharing, you know, the success of their season. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to be chatting with the president of the Tobago Football Association, Mr. Everton Alfred. So don't go away. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.